One thing I've noticed about life is that it's full of defining moments. Those times when something happens that makes you stop and reflect, and sometimes even changes the course of your outlook and circumstances. These moments are unique to each of us. What feels significant to me might pass unnoticed by others. But if I were to ask you about the key events in your life, I suspect you wouldn't need long to come up with examples. What I've realised, especially as I've grown older, is that the weight of these moments seems to increase with time and experience. Take my journey as a father to 3 children. When they were small, big events looked like sleepless nights or deciding which sweets to pick for a Friday treat. Then came starting school and in time changing to go to big school. Then there were the many exams, GCSEs and A-levels, and if that weren't enough, then there were those years when teenage romances started. Then university choices and the hope of finding the right career path. Looking back now, I find myself asking the same question every parent does. Where does the years go? Why do I share this? Well, all of those stages led to a moment this past week, dropping off our youngest Maisie at St Thomas's Hospital to begin her career as a nurse, her dream job in her first choice hospital. For Lou and me, the significance was clear, our last child stepping fully into adulthood, ready to make her own way in the world. A bittersweet milestone and a deeply significant one. I can only hope that we've done enough to prepare her for the challenges ahead. Reflecting on this, I realise that every stage of my children's lives and every stage of my role as a father has grown progressively more significant and often more challenging. But this pattern doesn't just apply to my parenting. My career, my marriage, and especially my faith have all deepened in importance and complexity over time. When I started working, I was junior and my title implied it. But with time came promotion, leadership, and responsibility. Similarly with my faith, things began simply enough. Attending church, learning from those who'd walked with God for many years and following their example. In those early days, everything seemed straightforward. But now, as the years have gone by, I've found my faith requires more of me. More honesty, more trust, and more willingness to wrestle with questions, and more courage to lead in a way that serves others. Yet looking back, I can see God's hand equipping me through past experiences, using challenges to prepare me for what I face today. In many ways, my journey mirrors Maisie's. Just as her studies have prepared her for nursing, her travels for life in London, and her friendships for relating to people different from herself, my life has been a constant equipping journey too. Parenting, working, and walking in faith have all shaped me for the responsibilities I now carry. Life then is a continuous journey of being shaped and prepared by both the joyful and the difficult moments. That's why it's worth pausing to reflect, to look back and to look at the challenges that we faced, and to recognise how they've moulded us into who we are today. And in my case, how God has been present in all of it, faithfully equipping me for what lies ahead. I hope He continues to do so. Have a good week.